go for the fight without honor. Low-key taking on Samoa Joe, Chris.
And this one, Samoa Joe making his Ring of Honor debut here, not making it with honor, as he is the hired assassin of the Prophecy. Of course, the Chris Daniels Low-Ki feud, that dates back to the first show. The Era of Honor begins by Ring of Honor. Chris Daniels now, he just wants Low-Ki beat up, and who better if you want somebody to beat up to hire than Samoa Joe. No handshake here, it's a fight without honor, and that's exactly what we're going to see here, a fight.
And you see they're not tying up, they're basically standing back and ready to lay in some shots on each other, the punches and kicks. This isn't probably not even going to resemble much of a wrestling match, but like you said, a fight.
Samoa Joe, a big man, a bruiser, and this guy is not a guy that you'd want to really get in a fight with, and Low-Ki's got one right here. Low-Ki, he is one angry individual after what happened at the last show, Unscripted, when the Prophecy almost, I guess you could say, almost stole the title from him, and Xavier became the Ring of Honor champion, defeating Low-Ki at Unscripted. Low-Ki's angry, Samoa Joe's hired to beat him up. We are going to have a fight on our hands in this one.
And Low-Ki's got to be seething because he's not getting a chance to win the title back. Of course, the Prophecy putting Samoa Joe in his way, trying to soften him up.
And you got to think that the Prophecy doesn't just want him softened up, they want him out, so they don't even have to worry about him. Especially Chris Daniels, who considers a Low-Ki a thorn in his side, and that feud very well documented.
Laying in those headbutts is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, the kind of guy.
Look at those headbutts.
Wow, just point him in the right direction. And he'll do that.
Wrestling fans, you are right there in this action. You slow-mo it, rewind it, do whatever you need to do. This is not sports entertainment. These guys are laying it in there. Unbelievable. How are they taking this? This is professional wrestling at its best. This is the new age of professional wrestling.
Low-Ki trying to keep Samoa Joe at bay by grapevine the legs around here, and Samoa Joe turning it over into a half Boston Crab.
And Low-Ki there, I think that he was trying to get some sort of arm submission on Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, he knows that Low-Ki,
wow, cranking back.
And that ankle is hurting Low-Ki from Japan. We covered that in the Unscripted Xavier title match as he is bending that ankle. And look at that. How is Low-Ki bending in that position?
Bending him over in a U shape. You're not supposed to bend that way, as they say often. But you know that the Prophecy told Samoa Joe to go after that knee.
They told him to stretch him. They told him to hurt him. They told him to beat him up. And that's exactly what Samoa Joe is going to do, because it's all about money for Samoa Joe. He is a hired assassin of the Prophecy. And Low-Ki getting out of that position like he has. Look at those kicks. Heels right to the back of Joe trying to get out of it. And Joe's still working on him.
And Samoa Joe again going right back to the leg, trying to keep Low-Ki on the defensive. Earlier we saw Low-Ki trying to keep Samoa Joe close to him so he could lay in some shots.
And Samoa Joe, he's got the size advantage in this one. And in fact, he's got the size advantage over just about everybody in Ring of Honor. This is a big, strong, powerful individual. And this is a man, he'll hit you, and he's not afraid to take it right back just like there.
Here we go.
And Joe just looks annoyed by those chops, and he slaps Low-Ki right in the face. And
oh man, now here we go. Oh, forearms.
Oh,
and the kicks.
Several big kicks, and he's got Low-Ki down. And Samoa Joe, perhaps the first man in Ring of Honor to go toe-for-toe for Low-Ki and win.
And Low-Ki's not backing down either. Oh, he missed with a big boot in the corner.
Ooh.
Man.
Oh!
Nailed with a roundhouse kick, and Samoa Joe is staggered. Here comes Low-Ki. Capo kick.
And you know what? I don't even want to call this one. Just let the action speak for itself. These two giving everything they got to each other, and they keep coming back. What you're dealing with in the ring right now is just plain and simple two of the toughest individuals today. And a 1 count. Wow. Samoa Joe kicking out at a 1 count. What a sign of disrespect there. Oh.
And he's just gearing himself back up for another assault, Samoa Joe is.
And those double chops put down just about everybody Low-Ki is in the ring with but Samoa Joe.
How is he shrugging these off?
Oh. And
I'm not going to shrug that off.
Samoa Joe is one tough individual. He's shaking it off. And comes
nice back kick. And Samoa Joe opens up again. And he levels Low-Ki with a clothesline.
You know, I think it's real appropriate Samoa Joe uses that Godzilla music to come out because this guy is Godzilla. And a 1 count right there. Low-key right back. Samoa Joe kicking out a 1 before. Now low-key kicking out at a 1. This is a fight. There's no respect here. And Joe just punishing low-key.
Wow. Suplex. Goes for a pin.
Was that another 1?
It was a 1 count. Now cross arm breaker by Samoa Joe, and Loki tries to flip backwards to elude this.
These men refusing to give either the advantage even for a 2 count. They're going at it so hard and heavy. Loki, he's angry. He lost that title out unscripted. The Prophecy, they hired Samoa Joe to take out Loki. We have all the action right now. It's all come to this fight as Samoa Joe now working on submission right there.
Crossface here applied by Samoa Joe. Says Samoa Joe reminds you of Godzilla. Most of his opponents end up looking like Tokyo. But Loki's not going to go out that way.
And Loki, he's as tough as it comes, but this is the first time I think he's really been in the ring with somebody that's a lot bigger than him and more powerful as well, and a man that can take Loki's chops and kicks when most others can't, and let's see how he reacts here.
Reverses the Irish whip. Here comes Loki. Misses, and a big enziguri by Samoa Joe.
And I have to say, the longer this match goes, though, the more to the advantage. Ooh.
German suplex, and 2.
And he hangs on. Samoa Joe hanging on right there. The longer this match goes, the advantage is going to go to Loki as he's got that physical conditioning. He went an hour in that 100-degree building at Crowning a Champion on July 27th to win that title. He went 32 minutes with American Dragon at Round Robin Challenge, so he shows he can go long, and he's going for a UFC-style submission right here.
Trying to get it on the big man.
And look at that arm. That could separate the shoulder right there. Will Joe tap? Nope.
Able to slip out.
And Loki always incorporating those. Oh,
man. And the enziguri there by Loki.
You know, this is great to see on tape and everything, but you have to be here live for this kind of action that only Ring of Honor can supply. And there you go, Loki going for a cover, but of course not enough. And just, you know, these two guys, they've met each other before. Samoa Joe, he's been to Japan, he's got a California, he's got a lot of background with him. Loki, you can catch all of Loki's great matches. He put together that legendary series of matches in Ring of Honor, one match of the year candidate after another. You can check that out as well as 5,000 other tapes at rfvideo.com or by calling 215-891-9404. And from the latest from Ring of Honor, you can check ROHWrestling.com.
Big running knee as Loki. You got to consider him a strong candidate for a Wrestler of the Year, and that would make it even more impressive if Samoa Joe can beat him with the year that Loki's had. He's wrestling at such a high level right now.
Without a doubt, and Loki's got him.
Nice tiger suplex. He's going to get 2.
Did you see that bridge by Loki? That's all his neck muscles. This guy can't be in better condition. He's in tip-top shape right now. He's even stronger since coming back from that tour of 01, his first tour of Japan recently, except he does have those lagging injuries. Those ribs, of course, attacked by Xavier at Unscripted. That ankle hurting from Japan, so he is hurting. Samoa Joe, though, he's looking more and more tired as this one goes on. Perhaps chopping, punching, striking his way out of this one, kind of like the rope-a-dope that we've seen used in boxing before.
And now we see Loki taking out the knee. So he's got a bit of a strategy himself, the same strategy that Samoa Joe used on him.
Very smart, reducing them in size. That's what you got to do if you're Loki.
Trying to get him doubled over for those kicks.
Oh. What an exchange of slaps. How are these guys doing it? And I think I'm beginning to see some bruises on their bodies coming.
Oh, there's got to be.
And they are just beating each other up without a doubt.
Only a 1 count.
Once again, a 1 count by Samoa Joe. Neither of these men are not giving each other an inch. This is just two tough men duking it out. It doesn't get any better than this. This is what professional wrestling is meant to be, not that sports entertainment crap.
When you think Samoa Joe's worn down, that he may be running out of gas, he kicks out at 1.
Samoa Joe, he is staggered though. He is getting tired without a doubt, but a reversal there on Loki.
And nails Loki with a kick to the face. This is where Samoa Joe needs to get Loki down and ground him and put his weight advantage on top of Loki, because he can't keep Loki bouncing around hitting with the kicks.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh, just peppering him with those kicks. Oh.
The running foot right through the face.
And that's a big foot too. Samoa Joe is not a small individual. And look at Samoa Joe. He's just looking at the crowd. Very impressive right now in his Ring of Honor debut, and I think we got a keeper right here in Ring of Honor with Samoa Joe. And I just got to question him taking that money from the Prophecy.
And the Prophecy, they really couldn't have found any better hired gun than Samoa Joe. Hooks up Loki for the Thunder Firebomb, and Loki kicks out. And then right into a submission hold, going for the STF. The step over toe hold face lock, and Loki's in trouble.
Loki definitely in trouble right here. And you got to imagine Chris Daniels and Xavier, Simply Luscious, they're right now in the back just enjoying this action, just watching it, and watching Loki get beat up, their arch nemesis. And let's see, is Loki getting to the ropes at all?
They are trying to eliminate Loki from regaining that Ring of Honor title.
Daniels just wants to eliminate them all together. Mike Keener, the referee, right on top of the action right there, seeing if Loki's going to tap, but it's going to take a lot more to make Loki tap. In fact, he didn't even tap to American Dragon and Cattle Mutilation. Instead, he passed out. That's how he lost that one at Round Robin Challenge. So I doubt you're going to see tap here, and he brings Joe over. Very nicely done.
Into a cross arm breaker. Loki coming back with a submission, but Samoa Joe goes to the ropes.
Right into the ropes. These two now, they've kicked each other, they've chopped each other, they've forearmed each other. The strikes extremely punishing. Now they're going the submission route, and you know they're worn down from those strikes. So you got to think one of them could be. Ooh,
man.
One of them have to be vulnerable right now to a submission, and Loki going to work on that arm right now.
Nailing with the European uppercut. Going for that submission hold one more time. Whoa, but Loki almost had his shoulders down.
And I gotta say right now, Samoa Joe's doing exactly what the Prophecy paid him to do. Whether he wins or loses this match, he's beating up Loki. Maybe he's at the disadvantage right now, but he has put a hurting on Loki so far in this one, unlike anybody has ever done in Ring of Honor before.
A definite breakout performance for Samoa Joe, and now he's leaning on Loki, keeping him down and trying to force those shoulders to the mat. We see the Prophecy getting more and more dangerous here with Samoa Joe in their camp.
But Samoa Joe, not an official member. He's just there because they're paying him. And Loki up now. And those chops just keep staggering Joe more and more.
Whoa! Back suplex right on his head. Both these guys have to be totally exhausted right now. I don't know how much longer they can go. They'll probably go back to the hospital for a few days after this.
It might be October 5th, Glory by Honor, but it is hot in this building. And both these men right now, the wear and tear that they're taking in this one, I think that it's going to end soon.
Trying to go for the cover. And again, Samoa Joe has enough to kick out, but Loki's going to try to lean on him right now. Try to keep the pressure on. He's got an armbar.
And he's going for that Dragon Clutch, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to turn him over. He has won many matches with this. He is going for that Dragon Clutch, and he doesn't quite have it. I think Samoa Joe, he knows that if he gets him in this, he's going to be out. But Samoa Joe, I think, he's just powering. He is powering Loki up with his leg muscles alone right there.
And into a Death Valley driver.
And both men are down. This is just a brutal match. You know what? You can say that there's matches with weapons or whatever, but when it comes to sheer brutality, nothing is topping what these two men are doing to each other in this fight without honor. And Samoa Joe, let's see, he is tired, but let's see if he can take advantage of Loki being down and follow up on it.
We've questioned his stamina a little bit, but he's still going strong. We'll see if he can put Loki away. It's not going to be easy. Could be setting up. He's going for the island driver, yes!
And he's used that to win matches before.
No, foot on the ropes.
Loki too close to the ropes in that one. And if he hit that in the middle of the ring, it might have been over. But Loki manages to get his foot in the ropes. Very smart, knows his positioning in the ring. That's what it's all about when you're in there. That's how you tell the winners from the losers. The guys that know the little things, like their positioning. And Samoa Joe right now, he's got to follow up with something big. He's got Loki down. He's got Loki hurting unlike I've ever seen him before in Ring of Honor.
Ooh, Samoa Joe's won a lot of matches in Japan with that island driver. But Loki, again, as you mentioned, able to get to the ropes.
And this crowd just enjoying the sheer brutality in this one. And those headbutts having no effect on Loki as, whoa, he just throws Joe into the corner. Ooh.
Oh. Enziguri.
And just listen to that impact. How can you deny that? Uh-oh.
And now Samoa Joe's getting himself psyched up again.
I think he's just shaking off that kick right there. Samoa Joe getting to his feet. Both these guys have unloaded on each other with all their strength. They are face to face.
They both just will not stop. Here we go. Snapmare takes him down.
Same thing by Loki.
Right back up.
He is shaking it off. It hurts, but these two men can endure that pain. And what are they doing now? They're taking off the tape. Uh-oh. If they were just getting warmed up before, what are they going to do to each other now? This match has just been brutality from the opening all the way up until now, up until these kicks. These two have had enough. They are bruised. They are beaten. They are striking each other. Who's going to come up on top?
And a big foot to the face. And Loki comes right back.
Oh, up.
Pop back up. And nails him with a foot to the face again.
Neither man giving an inch, but you know that all these clotheslines, these boots, they're having an effect on him. Joe a little staggered right now. I think that we got pride on the line right now where they're refusing to let their opponent know that they're hurting them, even though these guys are just viciously just killing each other in there. And now
Cyclone shots, and it's Loki coming right back.
Oh, there's the Kawada kicks. Intense, right to Joe's forehead. How many of those can he take? Loki psyching himself up more. Loki just unloading. Oh,
I lost count.
and Joe is staggered. Joe is staggered into the ropes. The only thing that's holding him up is the ropes. And Loki's following up with those knee strikes.
This could be the flurry he needs to finally put Samoa Joe away.
Joe, one last effort right there, one last yell. He collapsed.
He got him!
Loki with that flurry. Loki with that flurry putting Samoa Joe down. And that's what it took. What can you say about this one? The crowd is on their feet here at the Murphy Recreation Center in South Philadelphia. This is what makes Ring of Honor special. Matches like this, brutality like this.